Good evening. This is the video newsletter for Buy Sell Short for Thursday, March 31st, end of the first quarter, and what a fantastic quarter it was if you were in the Buy Sell Short chat room and website. Just a phenomenal quarter, and this week has ended up being a fantastic week. We had some very nice winners over the last couple of days. And, just a great trader's market right now. We had the Dow end down on the day 30 points, but, most of that was some bullshit right at the end of the session. If we look at the 15-minute chart, actually, we were looking at the 15-minute chart. Going into the close, we had a lot of stocks just painted right on the bell. End of quarter, window dressing, that is pretty commonplace. And, this is actually the perfect environment for small cap stocks. We had the Russell 2000 hit its high for the year today. And, I've said it many, many times in the chat room. The perfect market for small cap stocks is when the Dow is going up or down 50 points or thereabouts. It's when we get over 100 points on the upside and the downside that the money sort of disappears from the small cap. So we're seeing the perfect environment right now for stocks. We have the jobs report coming up tomorrow morning. Very likely that report beats. If it beats, it's probably going to be good for the market. If it doesn't beat in this environment, it'll probably get spun positive as well. Remember, as long as the economic data is not blowing the door off, the Fed is going to be inclined to keep the spigot open, keep that cash pumping into the system, and, there's really only one place for it to go, into stocks, which is perfect for us. Looking at the Dow 15-minute chart, you can see, we've got support just below. But let's look at the daily chart. We got very close to that breakout right before the Japan crisis. What crisis, you ask? All of a sudden, not even a peep of it in the business media. All the shorts down here, we're almost to the point where they're going to start chasing for the Vaseline jars as we go on a new move up there to the 12,600 plus area. So let's see what happens tomorrow and Monday. SMH gave back a little bit of its gains today, but we're still holding that uptrend line, and it's holding above the 20-day exponential at 34.39. So, let's see what happens. Like I said, a break of 35 will light this one up. And, we've got another 3 weeks on our call options. If things go the way I think they're going to go, those SMH calls are going to be very nice next week when the SMH is trading up in the 36s. US dollar, continues to battle that downtrend line. So, everything's good for the market right now. We had, the market just totally blow off the Portugal debt issue. We had some issues today with Ireland, and, the market just ignored that as well. So we are in happy land right now, and probably are going to continue to be so until June. Although there is something to keep in mind. Next week, well, actually the week after, we've got the teabaggers may cause some issues for the market if they actually are stupid enough to go through with this government shutdown. Remember, these idiots in D.C., they don't care about you or me. They don't give a rat's ass about the economy. All they care about is getting elected and keeping the power. So they'll do whatever they can, jobs be damned, to keep themselves in power. So that's one thing we got to keep an eye on over the next couple of days to see how that acts. Let's jump into some stock plays, though. MCZ, kaboom today. Fat little breakout on this play. We got a breakthrough 2. We got a breakthrough the 209. New year high. And, off to the races we go. To get an idea of where this breakout should take us on MCZ, let's check out COOL. Broke that $2 level and ended up over the next few days ran to 280 plus. So let's see if we can get MCZ, which is twice the company that COOL and GLL or GLUU is. So, off to the races we go. Very, very nice technical chart breakout here. Any dips, we should definitely be able to hold the $2 level on this one. I'd be very, very surprised if we're not seeing this stock trading up in the 230 plus area tomorrow. New trading alert today. NTN. Buzz Time Communications. If you've ever gone boozing at a bar, you know those games you see sitting on the counter. There's a lot of interactive games. This is the company that does them. They're in the game market, social gaming market. They've got a Facebook game. They're on the iPhone. They're on Android phones. They posted earnings a few days ago. Profitable. Now, this is a company that's making profits in the social gaming market when the restaurant business is probably at its lowest restaurant count in quite a few years and coming out of that base. And these guys are starting to make money. Remember, this is what lit the candle on stocks like COOL, and MCZ was reporting a profitable quarter. Here we have NTN just reported a profitable quarter. Very nice chart set up here. Profitable gamer stock. And, you know, it reminds me a lot of MCZ. When we bought MCZ back in October in the 43-cent area. Same sort of setup here. We had very, very nice volume on this one today. 55 cents is what will light the candle on this rocket ship here. We've got very strong support down there at the 50-day and 200-day moving average at 42 cents. We'll be looking to accumulate this one anywhere around the 50-cent area. And, you know, like I said, $1 target on this one. We're going to aim high, but on that break of 55 cents, the real next chart resistance is up there at 75 cents. You know, 50% potential gain on a profitable gamer penny stock. Need I say more? DYAX, you know, a lot of the plays, whenever we do this, you new guys should actually pay attention to that. Sometimes it takes a couple of days for these stocks to move. We're usually early many, many times. Take DYAX. Over the last couple of days since the trading alert, sort of been treading water, 149, 152. Today opens up, 8 cents at $1.60, runs as high as $1.65. Got to that 20-day exponential. Remember, this is one of our trading strategies. You look for stocks that have trends, and you trade those trends. Here we had, a few days ago, DYAX trading, you know, substantially below its 20-day exponential, and it had not touched it in about 3 weeks' time. And this is a stock that, as you can see, loves to trade at its 20-day exponential. So, you know, even if you got in here and you got out at the 20-day exponential, that's a, 5% gain for just playing a trend here. But nice breakout through that resistance level at 159 today. Next logical target is a move to the 50-day moving average at 175. It gave a nice couple of dips today to the 155, 157 area. So if you're looking to pick up a scalp position, that's where you'd be looking to. RSI is about to break 50 for the first time since this real sell-off began back in January, actually. Volume has been very, very heavy over the last week. Very, very strong technicals. Check out the on-balance volume. On-balance volume coupled with this big buying spurt you're seeing on the chart means the fundies are coming in, and we could be in store for a nice little move on this stock over the next few days. IKAN, actually this is a bullshit close here, excuse the French. The stock was actually at $1.18, but remember, window dressing, so stock was at $1.18, they close it at $1.14, fake trade. You know, that is what it is. It happens at the end of the month. We need a break over 120 to light this one up. And again, you know, beaten down tech play, Russell 2K making new highs. These are the sort of plays we're going to be going after. NEI, fat little bounce first yesterday. We had some turd, taking their 2 cent scalper guys in it today. Chart looks really, really good. Cloud storage sector is hot. So, this is a stock. Pops, drops, and, just more of the same. A close above 210 is what we'll be looking at to start the next run to 240. And, I still stick by my guns on this one. This is a $3 to $4 stock sometime this year, and that's a 50% gain from this area. So if you're looking for candidates for your long-term accounts, NEI is definitely one to consider. BPAX, we got a nice pop on this one. We jumped into it at $1.90 2 days ago. Got as high as 203. Was actually trading at 210 yesterday in pre-market on news. Was unable to hold that gain. Quite annoying. I ended up selling some of this one to buy other stocks, but still have a nice little candle on this one today. And, you know, stops on this one, if you're playing it, would be to 190 right now. And, you know, it should bounce back tomorrow. So if you're trying to decide what to do on this stock, maybe give it another day, see what happens tomorrow. Place your stops at $1.90. If it gets another push through the $2 level, I think we're really going to see this one start to motor higher. BNVI, another one of our little biotech plays. Biotech stocks have been blowing up left and right over the last couple of days. Very, very close to a breakout here on this one. Got us right up to the 20-day exponential. 70 cents is probably what's going to light this one up. But the indicators look really, really good here. We've got RSI, MACD, stochastics, all look solid right now. NURO, Neuro, another cash-rich penny stock. You know, we got a nice little pop on this one, but it's continuing to just falter here around the 50 cent area. So, you know, you got two choices. Ride with your stops at 50 cents. You know, if you need the cash, it's okay to sell and try and rebuy it on a break of 57 cents is how I would approach this stock. BNX, earnings came out yesterday. Stock got sold off on it today, but the earnings report was actually really, really good in my opinion. They came out, they're guiding revenues nicely higher for the current quarter, $2 to $3 million in sales, $800K in profit. Really, really good for a penny stock going into tax season. Remember, we've got tax time in 2 weeks' time, and this is a stock that ran big from this time into May last year, so we still got lots of time for this one to bail us out of the hole we're in the stock. And, you know, that's that. Oil prices, of course, spiked again on, you know, the Libya continuing to dominate the headlines. RAME is one I really, really like here. I'm thinking this one is getting really close to pulling the kind of move that LEI pulled for us a couple of weeks ago. A big, big move. So if you want some oil exposure, I think RAME is your oil exposure play. You can place your stops at $2, or if you've got some risk tolerance at the 20-day exponential at 194. Another one, MPET. This is one, it gives nice intraday scalps. Probably has a better bottomed out chart, but for some reason, you know, I prefer RAME as my, you know, take home for some oil exposure play stock. So that's it for the video tonight. We're looking really, really good going into tomorrow on our gamer plays, MCZ and NTAN. And, you know, just a fantastic week and potential for even more gains over the near term. So that's it for the video. Remember, if you've got any questions, feel free to shoot me an email or just hit me up in the chat room. And I will see you guys in the chat room tomorrow. Good night.